classical studies class
Welcome back.
today, and
No, I
Hello,
made mistake.
Piper.
I
That
did.
took
Wait,
long.
Peter,
I made mistake.
maybe we.
I'm going again.
If we don't.
Alright, let's go. Now I'm gonna need to monitor the stream delay here. See what it. Actually, I don't think there's that big of a delay. So, Marcus, send a message when you hear me say this. Increase the mic volume a tad bit. Hang on. I'll see about turning up the gain, or the volume rather, on it. Let's see. Is it going up or down? Starting to feel the pain. Yeah. So is it better now? There. I'm gonna say something and I'll hear what it sounds like. I'm gonna say something and I'll hear what it sounds like. Man, the microphone's really low. Grown out your hair a good bit. I mean, yes, I kind of have. I'm gonna shave it off. Man, the microphone's still very low. I'm gonna add a bit of gain. Maybe like... I need to add more. Let's just crank it to... there. Oh, actually, I'm gonna add it on the wrong thing, apparently. Come on. Add. Gain. Bring it up to there. Now that. Alright, testing. Alright, it looks good for me now. Let me know how it sounds. If it's too loud or if it's too low. It's better. Okay, good. And the delay seems to be a hell of a lot better now. Which is good. Okay. Okay. Yes, I'm streaming. Figured I'd do a short pre-stream prior to Ludum Dare. Probably be on for like an hour or two. Just gonna be working on integrating the Jolt debug renderer with Hazel's renderer. I updated my profile picture on YouTube, but it ain't updating. Yeah, it can take like up to 20 minutes, I think. Oh yeah, no it did. Okay, so batch, which is what exactly? It's a batch impl, which literally just holds an ID. Okay. Sure. Oh, that's a private. In debug renderer recorder. Oh, so it's okay, I see. Yeah, it's something you define yourself. That would explain it. Also, how's the music volume? Okay. Cool. New batch impl. I'll just do this for now. Draw geometry, which takes model matrix, world space bounds, load scale, model color, geometry, call mode, cast shadow, draw mode. Alright, my goal is kind of to get this to draw a wireframe. Implode, what's up? How do we draw the actual wireframe? What are you hee-heeing about, Tony? So render physics debug. Submit physics static debug. It broke. What? What broke? What does this actually do, though? It's the collider material. Which I assume specifies that it's wireframe? Yes, we use the wireframe shader. Okay. What's this geometry reference? We have an array of LODs, which has the triangle batch. Okay. Gotcha. So that's how we're supposed to do it. Okay. I'm actually gonna do physics debug renderer.h. Physics debug renderer. Why do you have spell checking with red squiggly lines and string literals? Wait, where? Where do I have that? You mean this? Oh, string literals. I mean, this is because, you know, it obviously can't find it, but wait. Hang on. Do I have that? Why is it so upset? I don't think I... Actually, no, yeah, I do have it. Hang on, Skybox? Assuming you mean this in the scene renderer. Which I guess I closed. Oh yeah, what the hell? Oh, it's from a visual assist. Oh. I've not actually noticed that. Is the delay really that big? Hang on. Okay. Send a message when you hear this. Five-second latency according to Marka. Because I set the YouTube latency to low. I mean, if it's just 5 seconds, then I'm fine with it. Hang on. I'm gonna say something now. I mean, if it's just 5 seconds, then I'm fine with it. Hang on. I'm gonna say something now. Okay, yeah, I get about a 5-second latency. And that's fine with me. Because I can't really go any lower without losing the 1440p quality. Because the lowest latency setting doesn't allow for 1440p. Unfortunately. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine YouTube screwed up something. Oh, damn. Although, I mean, I guess one of the good things about YouTube is the fact that you can actually scroll back. You can rewind the stream while it's live, which is quite nice. Yeah. It's actually one of the main reasons why we switched to YouTube, because YouTube is just a better streaming platform. Even though it lacks some of Twitch's, nicer features. Okay. So you can always catch up a bit if the streamer does a pause. Yeah, it's great. If Twitch had it where you could actually rewind, I might have stayed on Twitch. I might have considered it. So what are you guys' thoughts on multiple inheritance? Because I kind of want a generic interface for physics debug rendering, but also this needs to inherit from Jolt debug renderer. I could obviously get around it without multiple inheritance by having like an inner clause. Totally fine according to Marka. Here's the thing, I've never actually used multiple inheritance in C++. Only multiple virtual inheritance. Yeah. Yeah, and absolutely, Mark, I don't think you should use multiple inheritance everywhere. Pretty much the reason why I haven't done it. I might put them in this order, just to have it be like obvious. I can't have it be const. Okay, that's good. Also, in hindsight, this doesn't need to be static. I just realized. Why did I make it static? It can just exist in, like, as a instance member. Yeah. Let's maybe fix that right away. So it's like, it just doesn't need to be that. Whoops. Oh, actually, last error message might need to be this. Maybe. Although I don't think I've ever seen this chase function actually used. But whatever, I'll just grab this, put it up here. No, I'm not making that ref count. It just doesn't really need to be. Oh, what's up, Ruggy? Good to see you. Okay. Debug renderer, make unique, jump renderer. Scene. Render physics debug. Oh, Eddie, what's up? I'm doing pretty good. How are you? just comment this out for now. Actually, this won't. No. So physics system, get API, get render queue. You know what, whatever. Okay. Where are we doing the actual like frame-based stuff with the with Jolt's debug renderer? We do it here, so we do draw bodies, end frame, through capture frame. Okay. Which gets called from here. Alright, so I'll have a virtual void capture, I don't know, draw? Render. Yeah, I'll do that. And that did. Okay, so we get the system and we draw the bodies. Actually, there's a pretty big downside to how I've structured this, because this requires the scene to draw the bodies. Well, it requires the Jolt system, which only gets created when you create the Jolt scene. Which doesn't happen until you hit play. So I'd probably want to... And that would require me to add the bodies as well. So... Shit. This is only gonna work in play mode. Which isn't great. I mean, I guess what I could do, because you can have multiple Jolt systems created at any given moment. So I could create a Jolt system for the editor which will just keep track of the actual bodies, like properly add them, but it won't simulate anything. Yeah. Because if I can use the debug meshes from Jolt, that obviously means that they're 100% accurate, whereas ours currently aren't. Crap. Okay. Tell you what, just to like make sure that it actually works, I'm just gonna finish this up and do it in play mode. I'll need to include Jolt scene here. But yeah, I'm gonna have to restructure the way I do this. It's mildly annoying, but whatever. Okay. Now the recorder is just this. Okay, and then Jolt Catcher Manager calls recorder end frame. Ah yes, I'm GUI end frame, exactly what I wanted. Debug render recorder end frame. What does that do? So it actually writes stuff. Out like this. So I basically don't have that currently. I might need to add it, but because that would basically mean I would go through this. I don't know. I could have these functions just gather data and then actually populate the render queue in here. But whatever. Okay, Jolt scene. Post simulate. You go away for now. Get debug renderer. Render. Okay, good. Excuse you? Did I accidentally screw this file somehow? The hell? No, I didn't. Because this doesn't include it. but this doesn't include application. No, it does. Wait a minute. There might be some recursive includes happening here, because I include physics debug render, which includes render, and this probably ends up being included in application through some way. You know what? Just have that forward declared for now. Include render 2D, which might end up including render. Four hours until Ludum Dare starts. Ah, yes. Completely freezes my PC briefly while building. Finish building. So I'm probably gonna end up hopping off at around midnight, so in about an hour and 20 minutes. Take a bit of a break, and then I'll be on again at like 2:30 a.m. for me. I've scheduled the stream for Ludum Dare. Body manager. Physics. Body manager. What's it complaining about? Chilled cooking factory undeclared identifier. Yep. Okay, let's see if it even remotely works. Oh, we hit play and we crash. Great. So, trying to access... What are we accessing here? Okay, well, I can't actually see, because it's been inlined, I think. I mean, maybe something here's just no. Come on. Well, nothing here should be able to be no. You happy now, Tony? I hydrated. Need hydrate. Yeah, that's true. Kind of annoying. I just noticed in the stream chat, everyone has the same color for their names. Why is that? Because I think... I guess maybe because that's just... No, why is that? That's annoying. Might be able to fix it with some custom CSS, but... Alright, let's see. Where are we crashing? S instance. Wait, what? Oh. I see. It's because we can only have one instance of a debug renderer ever. So I'll just comment that out. Comment that out. And now it should be good, I think. Maybe. Excuse you? AA box transformed. So this. Had any of your monsters? Yes. yet. I had one for dinner. Well, with dinner, I guess. But yeah, I'm resisting the urge to go and just drink them all. Min. It's just. Wait, what? In geometry, which is null. That's null? Okay, so clearly I've not implemented everything I need to. Yeah. Like, it's gonna last me 3 days. Same thing with the noodles. Even though I would love to eat all of them immediately, I have to have some restraint. So let's see. Draw geometry. Do they actually, like, fill out the geometry somewhere? Create triangle batch, which just does that. Doesn't actually do anything. Lines. Draw geometry, which does that. It writes out a stream like so. And then it pushes that there. Then in end frame. They don't do anything special here. The hell? Damn, that sounded a lot like the intro to Fallout 4. This sounds scarily a lot like the intro from Fallout 4. But I'm on Epidemic Sound, so it shouldn't be... It should be royalty free. Okay, what the fuck am I doing wrong here? Is there any documentation? Simple triangle renderer for debugging purposes. It has a constructor, which is assigns as instance. I think I'll try procedural content generation with UE5. That would be really interesting to see. Okay, why the fuck is this crashing? Like, draw geometry just gets a null. Hang on. Alright, let's actually look a bit deeper into this. So it's coming from here, right? So we call draw bodies, which ends up calling body manager draw bounding box. Okay. No, actually this is coming from body M shape draw, I think. Yeah, it is. In renderer, that's my renderer, it exists. Oh, you can actually tell it to draw wireframe. So I don't need to do anything special technically. So minnerShape.draw. Okay, what is it that's null in here? Let's go back and take a look. So const in geometry is null. Okay. And in geometry is it's the third parameter, so mbox. Oh, is it trying to draw a shape, but it failed to create the shape? It might have failed to actually create it. Wait. Hang on. Do I need to initialize this? Initialize. Oh, am I forgetting to initialize it? Oh, I'm a dum-dum. I need to call initialize. I'm not gonna hydrate yet, Tony. Relax. God damn it, dude. I'll hydrate in a bit. Okay, now it doesn't crash. I pressed Alt-C. Which did crash. Which is strange. One thing I do know I forgot to do is I actually need to take this, go to in on render runtime, so we actually have a scene. I can do on render simulation as well. Just so we still have the editor camera. No, you don't leave for me. You are not allowed to leave. I guess somewhere in here. I'm just gonna try simulate, see what happens. See if we get some lines showing. Simulate. Oh. I'm seeing lines, although they seem to be ran in pretty much. Okay. Oh, this might be a this might be race condition bullshit. Because I did see that in their draw line they actually grab a lock. So I'll just have a shared mutex, call it render queue mutex scoped lock render q mutex, and then this is lock render q activity. Just do this for now. Unlock render q 2D. Lock. Unlock. Oh, what's up, Polish Cube? Nice to see you. Coming up on 4 hours until Ludum Dare. You preparing for the Ludum Dare? Not preparing, no. I'm working on a different part of Hazel right now. I've been working on multi-threading the physics engine. And so I'm just working on some of that stuff. Mainly just so I can actually like test out my stream settings and shit like that. Make sure everything's good to go. But then at around 2:30 a.m. my time, so in about 3.5 hours roughly, I'll be streaming for Ludum Dare, just like Jan and Tim will be. Okay, leave it running for a bit, see if it crashes again. It shouldn't crash, but... okay, it seems to be fine. Now, these aren't drawing in the right place, I don't think. Also, they're flickering. Which I guess makes sense, but still it's annoying. But at least there is some progress there. Finally finished planning the big things I want to accomplish. Create my own API for creating game engines, programming language from a game engine, launcher for the game engine, my own code editor. Cool. What are the units here? Like, what space are we rendering this in? Debug render recorder. Draw a line. I mean, okay. What are the units? Hang on, okay, let's take a look. Draw a line. Thanks. Alright, what if I do draw shape wireframe equals true? When I'm draw shape is true and this is true, the shapes will be drawn in wireframe instead of solid. Because that, I think from what I saw, it means they'll go through draw line. So hopefully we should see some wireframe boxes. Which I'm not. What if I hit play like this? Okay. Bad function call. Oh, because I forgot to add blocking to this. Really should have some function that just deals with rendering. That these that can then call, but does like the common stuff. Because it's annoying to just have to copy and end up with a crap ton of duplicate stuff. Well, I'm seeing something. Would it help if I could actually turn left and right? Infinite Gamers, what's up? Yeah, there's definitely something strange going on with the way that this is rendering. Seeing as all we're getting in here are basically just 2 points and a color, I would assume that those points are in world space. Ah, thank you, Infinite Games. I really like working on Hazel, so it feels nice to actually like hear someone appreciate it. Thanks, Polish Cube. I might want to take the same approach here as the debug render recorder, where we're recording it to the current frame and we're just pushing that, and then in render we then flush to the actual render cube buffer. That way that way we shouldn't get the flickering, at least I don't think. Frame data, or I don't know, frame draw data. We'll just have a vector of lines. Line blob. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll do the same. Line. Point 0, point 1. Back for color. Alright, Studio Journal right now, or are you going to be there? Well, let's change it. Thanks, sorry for the spam of your programming. I don't know how hard it is. Thanks. No worries, like, feel free to talk. Like, I don't mind getting a bit distracted right now. I'm not at the office because I live in Sweden. So I won't be there, like physically. Although we have planned that next year, around April, for Ludum Dare, I'm going to be going to Australia and like actually be there. So next year I'll be there. For now, I'll just be like on voice call with Tim and Jan, like while we need to have a meeting or something. Okay. Yeah, I'm really excited to actually like go and visit. Now, can draw line be called from like separate jolt threads? I would assume so. Big Lobster, what's up? I'm not fixing bugs. I'm working on the multi-threading physics on a separate branch. Because I'm not, like, I don't think we actually have any immediate bugs reported that I can actually, like, fix. Let's filter by bug. And then status. Yeah, because most of these are like really annoying bugs, so. Imagine Peter traveling to Australia every day just to go to work. I could write that off on my taxes, so I would basically just have no taxes in that case, considering the expense. Would be kind of hard though. So I'm going to assume that draw line can be called from multiple threads at once from within Jolt. So, because I think in here, yeah, they actually lock a mutex whenever they're writing anything. would be kind of ridiculous. I mean, considering it's like an 18-hour flight, yeah, it'd be very ridiculous. Shed mutex. Would you even make enough money to even fly there once a week? No, of course not. Have you seen what it costs? It's kind of expensive. So I'll switch this to use the frame mutex. And current frame lines. Then in render, after we call draw bodies, we do a lock, frame lock for the frame mutex, while we I'll actually need two locks here. I'll need the lock for frame and then for the render queue. Render queue lock. Render queue mutex. Lock render queue. And then the frame. When did you start working for Jan? So I started actually being paid a little over a year ago. It was a year ago in March. I've been working on Hazel for about, I think, 3 years now. Because the first 2 I wasn't paid, I was just volunteering. So yeah. Current frame dot lines. Actually, I have to copy line here. 0.0, 0.1, line dot color. Yeah, I've done quite a lot of work on Hazel actually. By the way, how did you start learning developing a game engine? So I was watching Jan's C++ tutorial and game engine series for a while, just like playing around on my own. But the thing is, when I started working on Big Hazel, I actually didn't know that much of like how you structure a game engine. So my initial code that I contributed was pretty bad, and then I kind of learned as I went. And now I think I've gotten semi-decent at it. What's this complaining about? Facilities as... Can you acquire multiple locks? Oh shit! I didn't actually know that. So yeah, I wanna look those. To be fair, if you could pay for flights to Australia every week, you wouldn't need to work. Exactly. At that point, I'd just save up a bit of money and buy my own jet engine or jet plane. Yeah, just doing it. Like I think if you don't start, if you just try and like learn by watching tutorials or reading papers and not actually writing code and getting stuff done, you're not gonna be able to learn as much, or as quickly at least. Made the whole tutorial for C# scripting for Yana. Yeah, That's mainly just because I was the one who wrote the scripting engine in Big Hazel, and so I knew more about it. And I regret doing it because I had to dig through some mono code, like the actual mono library, to figure out how to do it, and it was so painful. Okay. It is a big part of Hazel, unfortunately. But, I mean, in the end, it's like, it's good that we have it. And I complain a lot about it, but yeah, it's a big part and it needs to be there. Oh God. What did I do? I broke it. Well, okay, for one, I need to, you know, clear this. That would be pretty bad if I don't. Almost goes insane every time monoscripting does something. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'm actually surprised by how easy it was to get it working with the multi-threaded physics engine. Like, I did not expect it to be that easy. And it's still flickering. I guess I could make clearing a separate step. But that would also be like... Because what I'm thinking is happening here is there are a few frames when this is basically just empty. Yeah, actually... Oh, I'm wondering if it's because we have multiple frames in flight. So for one frame it's there, but then for the next couple ones it's not. Possibly, actually. Yeah, I am suspecting that's what's happening here. Alright, frame, draw data. Frame, draw data. Actually... Could be the render queue, like being empty on certain frames. So I want to walk current frame. Current frame. Current frame. Current frame. Clear that. And then, I mean, I guess we want to just where do we store like the frame? Do I have a way of just getting the number of frames in flight? Current frame index. Which calls application get dot. Huh. Well, that's not kind of what I wanted, but alright, you know what? Seeing as I know it's 3 currently, I'll just set it to 3. I don't think this is gonna fix it, but it might be right idea. No, now we just die. Oh, because I never create the music sys. Or, you know, the frame draw data. You know what? For now, I'll just make them arrays of size 3. Because I know that I have only 3 frames in flight. Yeah, that didn't fix the flickering. I think it might just straight up be that yeah, honestly, I think it's literally just the render queue. Like, we need to have 3 render queues. Or we need to not clear it every frame. Like, clear it once every X number of frames. Yeah. Actually, I can verify this. If I go in here, so we are in on render runtime. Let's go into on render simulation. And here, I'll just print out render queue size. 3.5 hours to go. Alright, let's just simulate and... Yeah. You can see every second time it's just empty. You thought I was bald. Well, Matthias, I was. I like shaving my hair off. I think it's quite... it's nice. Alright. I can fix this easily. Without any of this sort of shenanigans right here. By just clearing when we call render. So this goes away. Mutex. Mutex. So instead of having the scene clear it, we'll just have here render Q2D clear. Now it should be good and not flicker. Hell yeah! No more flickering. Great. Now, what about my cube? Cube wireframes. Hang on. Is it? Because if I'm in play mode, yeah, you can see it. I see on occasion there's some like lines going across, and I think, yeah, okay, cool. It's a good start. Although actually in scene in on render runtime, I think it's technically flickering because I didn't remove the clear. Meaning we'd still have gotten the flickering. Not enough bloom. Exactly. Now you're speaking my language. Alright, so... Oh, yeah. Is that? Oh, it's a velocity line, I think. Yeah, it is. It's long, though. I don't... Huh. Okay, now I can actually start implementing draw triangle, create triangle batch, draw geometry, and draw text. That should be pretty easy too. Also, I find it annoying they're taking a constant string view by reference for some reason. Yeah. They're taking a string view by reference. Which feels kind of weird. You're going to the wrong one, my dude. Okay, where is that? It's probably in like core or something. So I'm wondering if it's like no, they just are using stud string view. So why the fuck are they taking it by reference? All right, whatever. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty simple to implement, I think. Although I'm gonna assume it's not guaranteed that it will continue to exist throughout the duration of the frame. So I'm assuming that you end up having to do a copy. Yeah, looks like it. So position, stud string, string, color, which is spec 4 I think, and height. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to deal with that. Spec 4 and in Hijata. Excuse you? I guess maybe need to explicitly do a string. Yeah. Text, text, text. Draw a string. Text dot string. Text dot position. Max width. I don't have that info. I'm assuming it's actually used. Max width. Yeah, it's for multi-line stuff. I don't fuck know, man. Let's just do like 1,000. And then text dot color. Do we get any text? No, because I think I have to enable it in draw in the freaking draw settings thingamajig. Mass and inertia or sleep stats. I guess sleep stats would result in draw text. How to get access to Big Hazel? You currently have to be a tier 3 patron of Jan's. We haven't done like a free binary release yet, That is something we want to do, but we haven't done that yet. The 2023.1 is the master branch, basically. So you need access to the repository. Let's see, if I do draw settings dot that equals true, what do I get? Do I actually? I get a crash. Weirdly enough. What if I release it as a broken one because I built it? Well, yes. Okay, I'm thinking there's some validation problems here. So I'm just gonna enable it. I think on access I'll be subscribing with supported 3. Exactly, yeah, supported 3. That's the minimum tier in order to get access. And then once you've done that, what you do is very simple. You go to, okay, really? I can't send a chat message through freaking Streamlabs. You go to that link and you just connect with Patreon and then connect with GitHub. You sign in with those 2 accounts and it's automatically gonna send you an invitation to the Hazel repository. When Tony replied, Hazel crashed. I know, fucking Tony, right? Aha! We do in fact get a crash. Do I get any validation errors that would cause said crash to occur? I get validation warnings. Great. I don't know if this is... Fuck. Yeah, you just look at things and they explode. Anything in output? Just access violation reading. The fuck? Are command buffers scuffed? Oh, they look fine. I'm not getting a fucking validation. Okay, that's annoying. Starting to get a bit hungry, so I'll probably have something to eat once I'm done. Alright, guess we're not doing drawstrings. For now. Because apparently that results in death. I'm wondering if it... Could it be because this is just way too big? Oh no, wait. Render 2D. Draw. String. This one. Max width. We do if that is greater than that. We do this. Cool. Where do we actually use this? We just do text component max width, which has a default of 10. And I did 1,000. So I don't know, maybe if we just do 10. Is the max width supposed to be set dynamically by the editor user? It is for its like an actual text component, yeah. It's just this is text that Jolt has given me, so like some debug text. So obviously I can't have that value be anything other than hard coded, because Jolt obviously doesn't know of a thing like that. Whoa. Is this GTAO stuff? Because I know Emily said something about GTAO being completely screwed. Actually, I mean, no. Because, like, ending offset of 112,512 bytes, which is greater than the index buffer's size. Cool. I literally thought you were coding for the text component itself. Ah, yeah, no. GTAO seems to be Hazel's bane of existence. More or less, yeah. It's been problematic historically. Alright, no text for now. We ain't doing that, I guess. Because for some reason it just crashes the actual engine completely. Somehow. So, draw triangle. I think should be pretty simple as well. Draw. We don't have a draw triangle. We have a draw quad. We have, I mean, I have draw line, I guess, so I could do that. Realistically. Just do draw a line for each between all of the vertices. Yeah, I could do that. Have you and the team voted for the LD theme? What are you expecting it to be? We did. Let's see here, I can actually show you how I voted. So I basically voted for shelter, plus shelter, plus leave something behind, ascend, signal, limited visibility, because I'm thinking kind of fog of war type deal. Every input does two things, because chaos is fun, and start small. Your health bar is more than just a health bar, is what Jan and Tim are hoping for. I think it could be interesting. It's just from a technical standpoint, it sounds like pain. Just because we don't have like traditional UI. Although it could actually end up being a bit simpler, maybe. I'm kind of hoping for every input does two things myself. So I just realized that I will be dead before LD starts. Would be 4 AM for me. Yeah, it's gonna be 4 AM for you. So basically, if you go to sleep soon, then you can get up at 4 AM. Actually, no, that would only be 4 hours. So I get vertex 1, vertex 2, vertex 3, and a color. Basically just a collection of lines. Get interested in every input does two things, and your health bar is More than just a health bar. Yeah. Absolutely hecking not. So, are you gonna go to sleep and then wake up at a normal time? Or are you not going to sleep? Because you kind of got two options there. I think I'm just gonna do this. So, V1 to V2. V2 to V3, and then V3 to V1. I think is the correct thing to do there. And boom, we have draw triangle. Normal time. Yeah, so like 4 AM, pretty much. Alright, do we get anything with draw triangle? Doesn't look like it. Is it being called? No, so that would explain why. I think it might be called for mesh colliders, potentially. Draw triangle. Yeah, I'm thinking mesh colliders. Tetrahedron volume. Triangle shape I'm seeing there. Triangle shape calls it. Assuming what's draw? Okay, and that just calls draw line directly. Okay. Basically, I think I only need draw line here, technically, because everything, if you have it be wireframe, I think everything pretty much calls draw line. From what I can tell, I have a problem, and it's me. Yes. Tell me why I always need to explain why electricals are cool and why hydrogen is not as great as it seems. Good question. I agree. God, what the fuck? Is my voice seriously going already? It's not looking good if my voice is being destroyed after like an hour and a half, considering, you know, 3 days of just constant talking. The hell? Yeah, no, I agree with you, Tony. Like, electric cars are awesome, and hydrogen isn't necessarily as good as it seems. It's like hydrogen's okay, but it's not the best. It has a lot of problems. Okay, let's just add a static mesh for. Hang on, I think I actually have a prefab I can use for this. Just to see if we're actually getting stuff. Script testing cube? No. Prefab test? No. Crap. Alright, you know what? Let's just make empty entity, give it a static mesh. Which one can we use? Not sponsor. Sponsor would be pain. Cylinder. Guess technically. Torus. Torus we could use. We add a mesh collider. There we go. Let's just move it up there. Keep it static. Save. Simulate. Where are my lines? I thought it was supposed to do it. talk and talk some more. That ran like 2 days ago was hilarious. Yeah, it was. So, is this being called? No. The shit. Does it not have... Use complex as simple. Okay. Bro. It should definitely have a triangle shape. Okay, what if we do default and I make it dynamic rigid body? Where are me collider? Come on. So this isn't being called. Is this being called? No. What about... What? Is it draw geometry? It might just be straight up draw geometry that gets called for it. Just want to verify. I'm gonna be heading out soon anyways, but God. Yeah, it's draw geometry being called. That's mildly annoying. So I get a geometry ref, which is ref geometry, which has LOD, which has the triangle batch. So, okay. So these should build the batch, and then it calls draw geometry, and we then access the batch to actually then do this stuff and the things. Or, you know, I could just ignore the batch. Well, actually, no. I can't ignore the batch because, you know, these aren't transformed because we need the model and worlds, the model matrix to actually transform it into world space, I think. Well, we need these two. Well, we need the model matrix. Yeah. Okay. To do cache triangles and generate new batch. Cache vertices plus indices and generate new batch. Grab geometry data from batch and submit. Alright, I am gonna start winding down here because I need to put some food in me and I'm gonna chill a bit before the Ludum Dare stream, so yeah. Anyways, Antonio, I'll be in Lounger soon. Just gonna make some noodles and I'll be in there. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll tune in for the Ludum Dare stream as well. So